I work very hard and bowl a lot of overs, so I don't want to say any controversial statements and get my match fees deducted. But we were bowling with the ball that we were given, and that's how it is. That we can't change it, we can't fight it. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes you get a bad ball. That's how it is.
I think it's a good score. I think we'll have a better indication when they finish their innings.
There are a few things, but Joe is standing there, so he should not listen to all of these things. But
And the ball's soft and it's slow pitch. There's always something to work with. So it's really important that we bear that in mind. If the ball does go out of shape and we get a new one a bit harder and a fresher seam, then we exploit that as well. But I think it's another good day for us.
पिच से ज़्यादा मुझे लग रहा है थोड़ा बॉल डिफरेंट है, उसमें काफ़ी चेंजेस आ गए हैं कि ट्यूब बॉल मेरे को लास्ट 2 मेमोरीज में तो याद ही नहीं है कि कभी हमने बॉल चेंज करवाया भी हो. So वो एक थोड़ा डिफरेंस है यहाँ पे.
But that's part of the art of the game. He offers you something different, a different challenge to other bowlers, and you've got to be good enough to find ways of countering that, whether that's defensively or attackingly.
And ये हार्ड बॉल का गेम है. When the ball is hard, यहाँ पे थोड़ा मूवमेंट होता है, पर जैसे ही बॉल सॉफ्ट होता है तो थोड़ा बैटिंग के लिए बेनिफिशियल हो जाता है. तो ये थोड़ा एक मेजर डिफरेंस लग रहा है लास्ट ओवर और इस ओवर.
Welcome back to TOI Sports. Day 2 between India and England of the third test has ended. A very gripping day of test cricket again. India starting very well with the ball, and then England having that partnership lower down the order. Then India's response, KL Rahul getting that start, Karun Nair getting that start and getting dismissed, Shubman Gill, that well laid out plan by Chris Woakes and Ben Stokes. A lot happened on the field. But today we are not going to talk about how the match is unfolding or who's doing what. Joe Root's 100, Jasprit Bumrah's fifer, that's a discussion for a different day now and a different time, because today we have a very important matter at hand, and that matter is of the Duke's ball. A lot is being said about the ball. The maker is coming out in defense of his ball. He's saying that Stuart Broad, James Anderson, they all picked so many wickets with this ball. But this ball clearly is not helping the Indian cricket team. They are complaining. They're constantly complaining. They want the ball changed. Shubman Gill has been at his animated best asking for ball changes. Rishabh Pant even threw the ball in disgust when he was denied a ball change. Today, the ball was changed twice because India weren't happy after the first change of the ball. They felt it was softer than the hardish new ball they were bowling with. Jasprit Bumrah came to the press conference. Jasprit Bumrah, a man of a lot of words, opted for silence when he was asked about the ball. He's the part of the leadership group, but he sidestepped the question on the ball. Whether it is right, whether it is wrong, he said that he doesn't want his match fees to be deducted.
So I don't want to say any controversial statements and get my match fees deducted.
And all that jazz, but a very strong voice. The world of cricket right now, the number one bowler didn't say anything about the quality of the balls which were being used. But Joe Root, the opposite, from the opposite camp, one of the top batters going around, he said that there could be some issues with the ball because of what's happening with weather and what's happening with the square, but he doesn't want teams to use it as an excuse. He wants them to adapt, to use it as a different challenge and see it as probably using 3 balls in 80 overs. That's how he's kind of looking at it, and he did not appreciate what was at play by the Indian cricket team. Not in as many words, but he said that so much time buying tactics happening, so much happening, the game is being stalled, the over rates are going for a toss. Even so many overs were lost today because twice or thrice India kept complaining about the ball. So what is going to actually happen? Of course, you can't change the ball overnight. You can't change the ball overnight. You can't get a new ball, a new lot of balls, because they need to be tested before the players start using it. But clearly the Indian cricket team is not happy, and the weather is playing a part. The squares are playing a part. The outfield, the square is hardened than it is usual, and during this time of the year it generally remains soft, so the ball doesn't cope that much damage as much it has been doing this time around. Firstly, just listen into what Jasprit Bumrah said when he was asked about the ball towards the end. I'm sure you heard about the first segment in the segment prior to this, but there was something which he said towards the end which is very important. He said never have they asked for changing the ball twice on previous tours.
Duke ball मेरे को लास्ट 2 मेमोरीज में तो याद ही नहीं है कि कभी हमने बॉल चेंज करवाया भी हो.
This happened today. This happened today in the space of 1 hour, if I'm not wrong. They requested for ball change and it happened twice. Never has it happened before. Joe Root, he kept defending. Not in as many words again, but he said that we need to move on. As players, we just can't do anything. We get what we have been given, and you make peace with what you have been given. Now, who is right, who is wrong, that's again a discussion for another day. But as far as facts are concerned, as far as what is happening on the field is concerned, the quality of the balls is definitely under scanner right now. The quality of the ball, the Duke's ball. And there have been a lot of discussions about how the ball is becoming softer, of how run making has become much easier in the middle overs when the ball loses its hardness. So that is something which the makers of the ball should definitely address, and they have been defending that it's dry, it's summer, batters are hitting it hard. If you make a harder ball, it will break the bat. But I think those are silly excuses as they may sound right now, because clearly something is not right with the ball, and clearly the ball is not used to handling so much heat, because it has been an unusual English summer. And there's a heat wave in store in London this week. The temperature will continue rising, and I'm sure Shubman Gill will continue to be at his animated best when he argues with the umpire when it comes to changing the ball. So you keep watching TOI Sports. We'll keep bringing you all the updates from Ground Zero. The match and the series continue to be excitingly poised. But the ball, yes, the ball, the Duke's ball, is taking all the attention from what's happening in the middle. Keep watching TOI Sports, like, share and subscribe. Click the bell icon to stay notified for all the updates from Ground Zero here in England.